Everybody knows what time it is.
Welcome, everybody. Oh, wait a minute. My camera's off. Let's see. There's on. Welcome, everybody. It's your host with the most, Mac, a.k.a. Mr. Burger. That young lady over there is...
I'm Kira.
That young man down there is...
Crow.
It gets funnier and funnier every week. But you know what isn't funny? Lofty droning on Flash Chat. I tell you what, I love Flash. As you know, as the history of this show is, there wouldn't be a show if it wasn't for Flash. So I definitely owe him. I love him. Tom Connor is the greatest of all time. Amazing guy. Anna, that Star Wars girl, wonderful. Irene, double bacon cheeseburger, wonderful. But Lofty can eat a bag of stuff. So
sausages.
I am just astonished by how much garbage one human being can keep up. Continue to just propagate. But you know what? Let's not let a bald, ultra effeminate, loudmouth loser ruin our night, shall we? Let's go on and do something wonderful and great, because you didn't come here to hear me talk about an obviously pansexual dirtbag like Lofty. You didn't come here for that. You didn't come here to see Scrolls Crow's do-rag. You didn't come here for that.
This is not a do-rag. This is a beanie, because my hair is atrocious right now.
You didn't come here to see Kira load up all her soon-to-come snark. You didn't come here for all that. You came here to quiz, and quiz we shall. Folks, we're going forward with the entire Burger Bunch. We're glad to see you. Hail all the people in the chat. Hail Finatra. Hail Captain Bipto. Hail David D. Hail Rabnad. Engineer Chad Crypto's in the back holding it down. Hail
and Winslow.
And Winslow Rick Ross. Hail you guys. Glad you're here. Let's get started with the first musical question of the night.
So becoming more and more creative.
Creative.
Jesus Christ. It does this every time.
That's a minor mishap right there.
It isn't. It's technical.
What's the name of the artist and title of the song?
I love that song.
It's a good song. And that's
song.
Big hat.
And a pretty creative video.
The Room on Wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still ultra creative. Tom is still suffering through Lofty, and he's still playing. What a trooper. Tom the GOAT. Just to let you know, that is a virtual insanity. Jamiroquai. Tom is still double digits ahead. However, his lead is not as substantial as it was. Tom's lead is not as substantial. He is still in first. However, by double digits, but not as far as he was. So he is working his way. There's a chance, folks, is what I'm saying. There's a chance. Who the fuck said Shalimar? How dare you? How dare you, Captain Bipto? You said some insulting things on this podcast, sir. But that's one of the. You know what? I'm not even going to dignify that with a remark. All right, let's get into the quiz show questions. Here we go.
All right. Which organization benefited from the 1985 song "We Are the World"? Was it USA for
Whoa.
Africa
Kira,
or Band Aid?
you freaked out. Your voice freaked out. I said it again.
Live Aid, Hearing Aid, USA for Africa, or Band Aid?
Definitely hearing aid.
Clever. Clever.
Like that play on words there.
Clever.
It was USA for Africa.
No.
All right,
wasn't.
Tom
Was
adding
it?
points. Tom adding points to his deal. I think Rabnad came in with that one too as well. E. Clay Thomas came in. Listen, E.
Was
Clay
it
Thomas.
not Band-Aid? Because it depends on what side of the pond you were on, I guess.
What was the name of the Coca-Cola Company's biggest product failure launched in 1985? Coke Classic, Coca-Cola Classic, Coke Zero, or New Coke?
Tom proving once again why he is holding on to the number one spot.
Coke Classic.
Or
that
he just remembers
that
how
Colombian
crap
staple.
it was.
It was actually bad. It genuinely tastes like Pepsi gone off. It was really gross. It was hyper sweet and bitter at the same time. It was fucking weird. Awful.
It was New Coke.
New Coke.
Awful drink.
Yeah, but what made them decide to change the formula?
They were trying to beat Pepsi.
I thought they were still beating Pepsi at the time.
They were.
Well, which 21-inch doll for boys was introduced in 1985? My doll, my buddy, my brother, or Lil Kid?
This was the fucking most creepy commercial you've
Is this the
ever
last?
seen.
Is this the? See that everything goes in cycles. Was this the last time they tried to effeminate boys?
Well, it wasn't effeminate, Crow. It was just. It was like it was. He was dressed similar to Chucky. He was. He had on overalls. Tom's right.
I'd buy that for $1.
Tom's right. It was really.
It was my buddy.
It was really. I can't even. You know, one day I'll get the commercial. I'll play it. It was.
I would like
awful.
to see this commercial.
Is it nightmare fuel?
It is. It's not a fucking joke. It was not pleasant to look at all.
All right. Which of these 1987 number ones was the biggest seller of the year? China in Your Hand, Respectable, Never Gonna Give You Up, or It's a Sin?
Are we about to get rickrolled?
I hope so.
Tom, we're going to check with the International Game Show Commission on that rather dubious fact that you just
Blood
dropped.
buddy.
That seems dubious to me, but we're going to check that out.
I bet the Crips were not happy with that.
Probably not. It was Never Gonna Give You Up.
We
We're
got
all
rickrolled.
We've all been rickrolled.
Rabnad, you did.
You did. And it's not even April. Whose debut hit single was If You Let Me Stay in 1987? Luther Vandross, Terrence Trent D'Arby's, Cameo, or Bobby Brown?
I'll give you a hint. Wishing well, if you could tell. Chad Crypto. Yeah, yes, Chad Crypto. It was Bobby Brown. Get out of there. Listen, you're supposed to be back there running the boards. Get away from my gin.
I don't know how he keeps getting into it.
I don't know. It's triple lock. Damn
was
you, Chad.
Trent D'Arby's.
Crypto is something I say when Chad steals my liquor.
Sure. Clay's having to go at Tom. Which Australian band had a hit with Beds Are Burning in 1987?
What was the answer to that, by the way?
It was Darby's.
Oh, okay. Terrence with Darby. Okay.
Yeah. Stylist, Savage Garden, Midnight Oil, or The Triffids? I like that name. I like that name. That is correct, Captain Bipto. It's AC/DC.
Day of the Triffids was cool, though.
It was. It's actually a really interesting sci-fi.
And there's been quite a few knockoffs of that.
Okay, so after this question, give it a quick pause. I've heard back from the International Game Show Committee.
All right.
It was Midnight Oil.
Midnight Oil.
All right. Wait. All right, here we go into the break. Go ahead, Kira.
So I've just heard back from the International Game Show Committee about the Child's Play franchise. It was actually originally called Batteries Not Included. The original doll's name was supposed to be Buddy, but they had to. They did draw heavily on the My Buddy dolls, and but it was not called Bloody Buddy or anything like that. It was Batteries Not Included.
Batteries Not Included was another film.
Another really bad film that I have downloaded for some reason.
Those little tiny alien robots.
That was an actual line from the movie. Listen, this is Hail Mark Bell. This is an official word, cannot be disputed. That settles the argument now and forever. Thank you very much.
All right, as we continue. Continue. Baseball World Series winners in 1987 were Minnesota Mets, Reds, Blues, or Twins? It's a very oddly worded question.
They're just looking for the name. I don't know about you, but the theme music of The Price is Right has a very calming effect on me now.
I don't know if it's like calming, but it's just such a familiar tune.
Kira, it literally lowers my blood pressure.
It plays in my nightmares.
It's the Minnesota Twins.
It lowers my blood pressure. It does.
Captain Victo says it's annoying.
Quiet down, you.
In the 1987 thriller The Running Man, what is The Running Man? A game show, a computer program, a drink, or a robotic man?
I'll tell you what it is, a bad movie.
I thought it was great round about the time I was the same age as my boy. So I'm going to show my boy this film. He is 11 now.
I hated that film. I hated everything about it. It made no fucking sense. It was one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's lowest moments.
He had to split.
Awful. How dare you, Brian Norton? How dare you? How dare you, Awesome One?
It awesome was a One game show.
Awesome One usually has great takes. Actually, he really does. Game shoe. It is official. Chad Crypto is drunk in the back.
I saw that. I wasn't going to give him away. I wasn't going to give him away.
Back there. I may have.
He's on that mother's ruin.
I'm telling you, he's lit at this point.
God, he's lit.
Well, no, I agree with him. It was cheesy. It was great.
David D. Pretty much anything is probably better than that movie.
It was an awful short story by Stephen King. Bullshit men.
In the 1987 comedy 3 Men and a Baby, what is the name of the baby? Alice, Amy, Minnie, or Mary? And it's true, Eclay. I have not seen it.
We'll square up in a second. Get out of my gin, Chad Crypto. You thieving booze hound.
It's very hard to tell Captain Bipto when babies are, babies. That's why they used to dress.
Was there not supposed to be like a ghost in this film as well?
No, that was that.
It's like, it moved.
It was Mary.
Years ago.
And it's another film I haven't seen.
But before we go on, no, we're done.
It's
okay.
over?
Yep.
Before we'll go on, I'm sorry. Now, you hadn't seen the film, Kira?
Nope.
Oh, well, that is just. I miss the kitty cat. Yeah, I do. He's all right. Let's run a promo. And I tell you what, let's run a promo. Then we'll do another bit of music, and then we'll get into Crow's metal. Let's do a promo, shall we? Here we go. A little bit of Willy Pickle for you.
Oh, hello, meine Liebchen. My name is Wilhelm Pickle. You may call me Willy Pickle. I am the one that brings the sexy to Burger Town. Now, what I want you to do is go to our YouTube channel, Mr. Burger. Give it a like. Watch the videos. Thumbs up. Become a member. Also, go to fundmycomics.com and find Mr. Burger and support our comic. Now, please, be super sexy. I know you want to be. Auf Wiedersehen.
German perverts. We all love them. Listen, YouTube's being a bitch, and they're not giving us our money because they can't connect our bank account. So the best way to help us is to go to the link that I just popped in the chat and sign up for a $5 or a $10 tier on the website. Just give us $5, cover yourself for the month. The great entertainment that you're getting off of this particular show, jokes like, hey, the left eyeball said something to the right eyeball. You know what he said? Something in between us smells. You can that if that's not worth $5, I don't know what is.
I didn't write that joke. I did not write that joke. That was all
didn't
him.
either.
That was not my joke.
He's so proud of it too.
Listen, go to Fund My Comics, and I'm actually secretly embarrassed. Go to Fund My Comics, sign up for the Mr. Burger comic book. Just $5. Take a minute, run on over there, do that. It's great.
You know what?
It'll
Give
help
us
out a
$5
lot.
so he doesn't sell another bad joke like that again.
And a zing, if
Just
you
go
will.
over there, run over there, pitter patter.
Yeah, a zing, if you will. All right, here we go. Let's get on back over to what we need to get on back over to was a musical question, I believe.
This
Yeah,
is
let's do a
Crow's Metal
musical
Mayhem
question.
quiz.
And then Mayhems. Here we go.
All right, what's the name of the artist and title of the song? It's not metal.
I fucking love that song.
I
During
need a
the time.
writer.
I love that song during the time. I love it.
How many Cayman Islands accounts does Mr. Burger have?
Yeah, well, how many do you have now?
4.
That's none of your business. Nobody knew that? Nobody got that?
Well, what's the answer?
Stained.
Stained. I never listened to them.
Never?
No, I was more into the heavier shit. at that time.
Wow. I thought that would get more of
This was
a.
bordering on towards more emo, and I was fucking not emo.
It wasn't
Yeah.
that depressing.
I was a
Probably
little bit
implying that it
goth.
was depressing.
I was a little bit goth, but I wasn't fucking emo. God damn it.
I mean, was that a thing when you were in that age, Crow? Because I know emo kind of came around when I was in middle school.
It was still there.
It was still there.
They were still there, and people were going, "All right, emo." And you're like, "No, I'm a mosher."
Wow.
Or as they used to call us, Gumby
it's
moshers,
been a while,
because we had the
but
baggies. we had baggies, like we were in, because we all liked hip hop anyway. So we had the baggies with the sneakers, but then we had like the army jackets. So we're called Gumby moshers.
David D begs to
That sounds
differ
so
that they were
stupid.
not emo. I'm serious. I'm gonna take it just a second. We'll get on with this, but was Stain not a good band? Let me hear from the chat. Did you just not like Stain?
I'm guessing they were good. I just never listened to them.
They have a similar sound to, like, I don't want to say
It's like post grunge.
Yeah, it's like a mix of like Nickelback and Linkin Park almost.
Don't you bring up Nickelback?
Well, I mean, that's just like, at least from what
Jezebel.
I got from that song. Don't make me renew my passport, get a plane ticket, fly over there, knock on your door, politely come in, and
have
spit
a
in your
cup of tea, and then a biscuit, and then slap me in the face.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely not. I'm genuinely not doing a bit here. I am a little bit confused that that Stain is. It's not that they're apparently they're hated. It's just nobody. It's worse. Nobody cares.
Well, we never. I don't think Stain really. They didn't really get over here as much. Or that might have been the time. It might have been the time when I started getting more into drum and bass and techno, because, frankly, the girls were better.
I know. I never heard of them.
Yep.
Jesus.
I've never.
I will ponder on that later. I'm. This is not a bit. I'm being serious. I thought Stain was more popular than apparently they are. So that is interesting.
Hey, if you like them, you like them.
Well, my thing is I'm okay with them. They're not necessarily my favorite band, but it's like they were big. They were huge. What the fuck happened to them? Nobody fucking cares, I guess. Here we go. Moving on. All right. Crow's questions are up right. No.
What is the name of the Finnish cello metal band that combines elements of classical music with metal, creating unique symphonic sound? Is it Apocalyptica? Is it Apocalypse Now? I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Or Terminate with Extreme Prejudice?
I actually know this one.
God bless you, kid.
The other two are quotes from It's Apocalyptica. They're usually like a Sunday afternoon band at the end of a festival, because everyone's they just want to sit down and chill out and listen to some like heavy classical, and they are good.
That's kind of why
very good.
That's kind of why I like them. Because it's not like full on screaming, metal. It's like, this is kind of relaxing metal.
Here's the next one.
Name the Swedish metal band known for their blend of death metal progressive elements in albums such as The Gallery and Construct. Is it Dark Knight, Dark Spectre, Dark Tranquility, or Dark Terror?
I like how Radnut thinks they're all made up, joke answers.
All right, Crow, the answer is?
Dark Tranquility.
All right. Let me load in the next one, which I was distracted because apparently there's a cat behind me.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, you got a little cat.
Is
Going
he
on
the chair or
You're
the
not getting
shelf?
paid one dime extra, Sylvester, for being here. Don't. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Is he on the chair?
Get out of here. What's wrong with you? All right, here we go.
Which Polish extreme metal band formed in 1992 is known for their technical proficiency in blending of death metal, black metal elements with albums like The Apostasy and Evangelical. Is it Moby Dick, Big Ass Animal, Behemoth, or Mastodon? It is Behemoth.
I wanted
Excellent.
it to be Big Ass
They're
Animal.
very good. Yeah, Moby Dick, Big Ass Animal, Behemoth, or Mastodon. I had to kind of think, what was called a behemoth? And I was like, Moby Dick. And
Yeah.
then I was trying to think of other things. I went, Big Ass Animal.
Gail Simone, for all you comic book fans out there. Anywho.
And Mastodon is actually another band.
We gotta turn the music down faster.
Which American metalcore band formed in 1999 gained popularity with their album All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us and known for their intensive live performances at Blasted Glands, Teen Freaks, Doctors in Recovery, or Architects? Is the Architect. Blasted Glands.
Okay.
All right, all
Like a
right.
snort core band.
All right, folks. There it is. That was all right, folks. We're going into the long promo here. We'll be back on the other side. Here we go.
Mr. Burger's Mega Trivia Show after Flashcast every Saturday night. Mr. Burger's Pop Quiz every Tuesday at 8:45 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube, X, and Rumble. Mr. Burger Saves America every Wednesday at 8:45 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube, X, and Rumble. All the stuff Kira has never seen. Every Friday at 10:45 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube, Kids Kitchen with Chef Rob, coming to YouTube and Rumble, February 2024. Fire Nebula Reviews, coming to YouTube and Rumble, February 2024. Download the Telegram app and subscribe to the channel Kira Watches on Telegram. Don't forget to become a monthly member here on the Mr. Burger channel. Everybody knows what time it is.
Vamp, I'm dealing with a cat issue.
We're very excited about Kids Kitchen.
More vamping,
Coming along.
please.
You need to vamp it, vamp it away. We're on the spot, Kira. Come on. And it's corpsed. Sorry, folks.
If I stood still enough, maybe they'd think I had connection issues.
maybe it might go away.
It's like if they don't move, they won't see me.
They are not T-Rexes.
It doesn't work if they were T-Rexes. That's just not a fact. Hi, Six.
My little
Hey,
girl
Six.
loves brachiosauruses.
My
He
favorite
loves them.
are Ankylosaurus.
My favorite would be the Styracosaurus or Triceratops.
Ooh, Triceratops are good too.
Yeah.
Enough of
Look at
this
me
dinosaur talk. Enough of this
What
dinosaur
dinosaurs?
talk, for God's sake. We're not communists.
Tell us your favorite dinosaurs.
Yeah,
in the
what's your
chat.
favorite dinosaur chat?
Enough of that. We're not a bunch of filthy pinkos. Listen, my cat messed up my entire setup here, and I had to quickly get back into it.
That's good. Captain
We're back with a vengeance. And let's get on with the show, shall we? Let's do
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit of.
People have some pretty good answers. Eclay says his ankle is sore too because my favorite dinosaur is Ankylosaurus.
If you have to explain
Captain
the joke,
Dipto's favorite
doesn't
dinosaurs
work.
are Madonna and Cher.
Yeah, where's my
All right,
Brian
let's-
Norton's is my Bachiosaurus.
Again, let's cut the commie crap and get back into a little bit of mini.
Triceratops, baby.
Let's get back
I thought
into
it
a
was
little
like-
bit of memory
like
lane,
that.
shall we?
Ooh. More like it's time to make fun of Mr. Burger.
All right. The question is for the chat: name 3 characters from this particular show. 3 characters from this show. They can be the character names, they can be the actor's name, but this is from the television show Facts of Life, circa 1982. Name 3 characters from this show, which was about a bunch of girls who went off to a particular all-girl college and blah, 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 blah. So name 3 characters from this beloved American sitcom. All right? Answers in the chat.
I don't really know that show.
I don't even know anything about this show. I was going to start naming the names.
It's like Facts of Life with 0 facts.
Horrible job, Brian Norton. Absolutely horrible.
I thought he got
Girl
it.
1, 2, and 3. Oof.
I think he got it.
Of course, it was Joe, Tootie, Blair, or Mrs. Garrett would do. Any of that combination would actually do. Girl 1, 2, and 3, no.
We have to check the IMDb,
absolute-
make sure there isn't a
Yeah.
girl 1, 2, and 3 in
There,
there.
I mean, there probably is. There's probably a couple extras that were called Girl 1, Girl 2, and Girl 3.
Technical lawyer ball does
That could
not
be
count on this
Girl
show.
in the background.
Yeah.
You have to put the full title in there, not
Yeah.
just Girl 1, 2, and 3. It has to be Girl in the background 1, 2, and 3.
By
Girl
the
Next to
way,
Register number 1.
Exactly.
can we have some positive energy towards Tom Connors? He's still having to sit there and listen to Lofty for hours upon hours. Please send Tom all your thoughts and prayers or just positive energy for Tom having to put up with Lofty. It's a real shame. Nobody should have to.
Tom,
have
we
to
are
deal with
sending
that.
you the V-Bez.
Positive energy for Tom having
Oh.
and all the other panel members really to have
Really
to put
ran out
up
of
with
vodka.
with Lofty
Captain
at this
Cryptos just
particular
says,
point.
good, as long as he's not here.
So let's get a little bit more memory lane action going, shall we, folks? Let's go back in.
I'll say this about the fat man. He's
Oh.
a sweet guy.
Listen, creep. I'm gonna take you apart like a clock.
He can be tough when he has to be.
The only thing he's taking apart is a fucking burger.
Jake Styles.
Murder.
Controversial.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yep, there we go.
All right. This was, of course, no, it's not canon. The same guy that starred in Canon got old and starred in this. That is Wheels and the Fat Man. No, it's not Wheels and the Fat Man. It is, in fact, Jake and the Fat Man. Jake and the Fat Man was the name of this show. It was about a detective and a morbidly obese white fellow. Now, listen. During the 80s, morbidly obese white guys were all the rage. Okay, you basically had to have them on the
They're
show
still not all
in
the
some
rage.
capacity.
No. They've kind of dropped out of favor.
That's what you think.
Unless
but,
they
a lot
have
of
a mustache.
of course. Let me tell you something. Fat
But he
dudes
looks
in
like
the
a
80s.
pedophile.
was like
if you're
fat
morbidly
people
obese,
at
you must have a mustache. So therefore, we can call you a pedophile.
Yes, of course.
But Wheels Wheels and the Leg Man was a parody done on American Dad by Seth MacFarlane, which was making fun of Jake and the Fat Man. Okay, so there's that. A little more down a memory lane, shall we? Here we go.
Memory.
A little more.
Yeah,
Here we
just
go.
making fun of Mr. Burger's child.
Yeah, ba-da-ba-doo.
Okay. Even I watched it.
This is, of course, the Flintstones, folks. And the question is, put the answers in the chat, okay? Put the answers in the chat, and I will give you 25 seconds to answer. Who is Fred's boss at the rock quarry? Who is Fred's boss at the rock quarry? Who is Fred's boss at the rock quarry? Rabnad coming in. Oh. Well done, Rabnad.
Well done.
He knows his rock quarries.
6, of course, with Mr. Something.
Not wrong.
But not right.
I wasn't going to say that.
But yeah. Mr. Superstone, no, I'm afraid not. So far, Rabnad is the only one with it. And with a close second from E.K. Thomas, the man.
The man.
So
again, not wrong.
In fact, it is
but not right.
Mr. Slate.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Mr. Slate was Fred
Half a point to
Flintstone's
6.
boss on on the Flintstones. All right, there you go. 88 Finger Louie was a different character, and you've obviously been drinking Captain Bibtail. All right, let's move on to our next.
You're welcome, 6.
What did she say?
She said she got the first part right. She said Mr. Something.
All right, let's move on to a bit of music, shall we? Here we go. A little bit of music.
Music.
All right. What's the name of the artist and title of the song?
Yeah, they're all very steamy. Oh my.
A very lovely song by a very lovely young lady.
Making me think of that Tina Turner song, Steamy Windows. So steamy.
Carlos Santana did such a good job on this fucking album.
I mean, it's very hard for Carlos Santana to do a bad job. Probably because everyone on that street's kissing, and it's gross.
Imagine being her, only knowing like 3 or 4 chords next to Carlos Santana.
Yeah.
And he just comes in with the guitar and goes, "This is how you fucking play." She's like, "I'm strumming my guitar."
Oh yeah, I mean, you could say, I've played guitar for like 10 years.
I don't believe this.
He comes in and she just...
I don't believe this. Nobody got it. Nobody got this.
Nobody.
This is wow. Nobody got it. Boy, you sure know Tom is missing when he's not here.
We've not read
no one got it.
Give us a super chat.
Huh?
6 did give us a super chat.
Oh, she did?
Got a super chat. Yeah, yes.
Okay. First of all, let's get square. The answer is, of course, Carlos Santana, Michelle Branch, Game of Love.
That's who it was. That's the one who got arrested for beating her husband.
Michelle Branch.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's tiny.
Well, her husband was probably quite tiny.
Six, it's obviously Chad Crypto, and he's drunk.
I suppose
Clearly.
honey badgers are small but vicious, so I guess she can be small but vicious, just like a honey badger.
Wow.
Bad
Nobody
don't give a fuck.
got that song. How dare you, awesome one? How dare you? How
Mr.
dare
Boomer
you?
Burger. You're such a boomer.
Chad Crypto with the good taste and the enlightened comment. Like Branch, never heard that song. It's an excellent song.
I mean, she's mostly known for her song called Breathe.
Indeed. All right. Well, that's a little depressing, I gotta admit.
Good. We've depressed him at least twice this episode. We've done our job.
Depression is strong. Feel the depression.
Wow. All right, let's try another one from the Music Vault. Here we go. Here we go.
All right. Name of the artist and title.
What was the super chat? What was the super chat? What was the super chat? I didn't see it.
Was it ours or on Flash?
Oh, wait a minute. There it is. I see it. I see it. Do you still have that rule about sending super chats? Hi, Kira.
I did say
yes, we do. Yes, we do have that rule. There we go. Sorry, it came in the start. I don't understand why that happened. I apologize, Six. If you would send me your address or your P.O. box, I would happily send you a nice T-shirt to make up for my disgraceful treatment of you in the past.
Make it a lemon T-shirt.
That was, of course, Rihanna, Umbrella, Best Western. Well done, Best Western. Well done.
It's a good song. Very catchy. Such an earworm.
Yes.
Now that's stuck in my fucking brain.
I was going to be stuck in your head for ages.
Umbrella, Ella, A, and then it just goes in a loop.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies, Six. All right, moving on.
All right. What's the name of the artist and the title of the song?
The government for hire in a combat site. Left to us are coming in a hurry with the furies breathing down your neck.
Looks like a student flat. Who's getting it?
Has anybody got this one? Oh, somebody did. Thank God.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Coming in a hurry with the furies breathing down your neck. Team reporters babble Trump, Kevin Cross.
This song was made famous by
Independence
Day. Yeah. It's the end of the world, and we know it. Aliens.
Okay. See, I know that one lyric.
All right. Let me do this real quick.
If we did that one lyric, we'd probably get ticked off.
Yeah,
Let me make sure I'm square. If I've ever wronged anyone, send an email to this and say, "Hey, jackass, you did this to me, and you need to square up." And I will happily send you a T-shirt to your location. U.S. residents only. U.S. residents only. I will happily send you a nice T-shirt to your So Six and that other angry gentleman in the chat, please feel free to email me, and I will get you a T-shirt out right away. So,
but please don't send any pics of your genitalia.
No. We don't want that. We don't want that. No. We don't want that. So let's move on to more pleasant things.
We'll ask for them.
Let's get back into the quiz show questions, shall we? Here we go. Let's see.
It's not discrimination. It's just international shipping costs.
These, that's right. These questions are from the year 1988. Here we go.
Oh, that was new. 1960s band had a 22-year gap between number one hits from 1966 to 1988. Is it Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, the Beach Boys, or the Rolling Stones? And David D, please don't. Just no genitalia. You're just gonna get a lot of emails about I felt wronged by this and the cat, and you looked at me funny.
It's almost the same gap as Star Trek. Almost. There's like a few years in
Is
between
the
it.
Rolling Stones.
Yeah. Oh,
What
yeah.
number one hits were they? Which boy band formed in 1988 is also the most successful R&B group of all time? Is it Boyz II Men, New Kids on the Block, NSYNC, or the Backstreet Boys?
New Kids on the Block.
It's Elvis.
Big G, dude, he's still alive.
That's
They
because
did
they are
indeed.
they are never ending. They bathe in formaldehyde.
That was it. It was Boyz II Men.
They bathe in formaldehyde in the blood of virgins.
There's a popular theory that Keith Richard had kids so he can suck out their youth. Which outdoor toy was banned from sale in the United States and Canada in 1988? Firecrackers, jarts, sparklers, or grenades?
Grenades. There was a bit of a problem with grenades. So I know the answer to this as well, and it's hilarious that they even got past. This is how you realise the amount of Colombian marching powder that was going
Actually,
about
I
in the
don't
1980s.
know what these are.
Well, considering that we don't know what they are, there's only one answer. It's jarts. What are jarts?
What
It's
are
like
they, Crow?
they were called lawn darts, which was basically, like your darts.
Yeah,
for
well,
tennis,
yeah,
Oh!
lawn darts.
but they
Yeah,
were
I did
big.
know. Oh,
They were
okay,
big,
yes.
and you would throw them up into the air, and then you would scatter.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
like metal
A buddy,
buckets are
yes.
coming down from like fucking 10 meters, 20 meters.
So that was like
in the sky.
their brand name.
Okay.
Darts, yeah, lawn darts. yeah.
True story. A friend of mine got hit in the back with one of these goddamn things.
Eat.
On
In the
purpose or on
shoulder,
accident?
actually. In the shoulder. Yep. They are. They were fucking extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous.
So that's how you can
throwing
tell
a
the amount
giant
of
pointy metal
Colombian
thing in
marching
the air
powder.
and have it come down in the vicinity of humans is dangerous.
Yep. You're absolutely right. Big G, dude, bro. You're absolutely right. These kids of today are soft. All right.
Well, this was the amount of Colombian marching powder going around in the 80s that somebody in
I
the
mean, it
boardroom,
is the
and
80s.
all of them taking rails and then going, "That's a great idea. Sell it to the children." That was good timing right there with the sound.
That's Chad Crypto. He knows his stuff.
Who won the Academy Award for Best Actor in 1988 for Rain Man? Is it Harrison Ford, Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, or Dustin Hoffman?
It was Harrison Ford.
I'm not sure if I actually liked this. One of those movies where I'm not sure if I liked it or I didn't like it. I saw it. I just don't know if I dug it. Nice to see you, Best Western.
Welcome.
It is Dustin Hoffman.
The
Also a
Hoff.
movie I've never seen.
Inside joke of the night,
Master
Master Shifu.
True. Which sitcom began in 1988? It's got its name from the smallest type of hydrogen-burning star. Beige dwarf, red dwarf, blue dwarf, or purple dwarf?
Those who know the answer to this will realise where my salute at the end comes from.
I thought it's just because you had neurological problems.
Well, there's that too, but
Ow! I twisted my knee.
this is a
Somehow.
great series.
A fantastic series. Very funny series. Very good series. Very famous series. And every time they've tried to remake it, they've pissed on it and it's come out horribly. The original is always the best.
Yep.
It was Red Dwarf.
Fantastic comedy. Fantastic.
I was wondering when there was going to be a Red Dwarf question.
Well, now you don't have to wonder anymore.
No wondering anymore.
What is the name of Mike Tyson's video game released in 1988? Punch Out, Slap Out, Hit It, or Block Out?
Slap out.
As terrible as this thing was, it was fun.
It was one of those groundbreaking games for the controls.
It really was. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. It really was.
That is correct.
It was
6.
a lot of fun.
This was all just a trick.
Really good game for that time. I think it was the first game I ever beat.
It was Punch Out,
Oh,
which
no.
is not a big surprise.
Great game. I have fond memories. Only time me and my cousin ever got along.
Chuck Norris campaigned with what presidential candidate in 1988? Bill Clinton, Michael Dukakis, George Bush, or Bob Dole?
Tom coming in with a big answer. Coming in second. But correct.
You know, my old karate teacher actually was like trained with Chuck Norris. Like they were friends for a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He is local to the Adirondacks.
And Montana. It was George Bush indeed.
Well done. Well done. Moving on.
George Bush Sr.
Yes, senior. Junior didn't come until 90s, 2000. How does Chucky kill Andy's babysitter Maggie as his first victim in the 1988 horror Child's Play? Is it with a knife, with a gun, with an axe, or with a hammer?
You ever notice when Tom is in, he's literally almost unstoppable. He's fucking unstoppable. Whenever he's in, when his attention is split, people build up points. But when he's on it, it's like bam. It's almost like he answers the question before it gets out. It's ridiculous. That's why he's still first.
That's why he's got the temporal device. Some people have tried the temporal devices, but they end up just breaking the...
It's with a hammer, and then out the window.
Yep. Did you see that, Kira?
I've seen an abridged version.
Oh God. All right, folks. That is that.
An abridged version.
That's what I'm talking about, Rob. Now I've seen the dead meat version, the kill count.
Awful. Absolutely awful. We've got
Child's Play 3 was banned in the UK.
Was it?
Yeah.
Why?
There was a...
Was it because of that weird...
There was an incident where two little boys unalived another smaller young boy, and they blamed it on watching Child's Play 3. So they just decided, we're going to ban Child's Play 3.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to him.
That was horrible.
But,
it was horrible, horrible, horrible.
On that
Please
depressing
continue.
note, let's do
way
it.
to go, Crow.
I'm bringing it down.
Bringing the show down completely. Let's really bring it down with a hostage video. Here we go.
Hello, Burger Bunch. Unfortunately, we're encountering significant issues linking our bank account to YouTube. We kindly need to request a big favor from you. Please support us on fundmycomic.com instead of through Super Chats or channel memberships for now. At the moment, Super Chats and memberships aren't benefiting us financially. Head to fundmycomic.com, choose a tier, and support our book directly. This is currently the best way to help us. Please refrain from sending Super Chats or becoming a channel member. Continue to like, subscribe, and spread the word about us, but hold off on Super Chats and new memberships until we've resolved the issues with YouTube. We truly appreciate your support. Visit fundmycomic.com as soon as possible and contribute to our campaign by selecting a tier, whether it's $5, $20, or $35. Every bit helps in bringing our book to life. Thank you so much for your understanding and support.
All right, that hostage video is over, and now that it is, please
But we
click
do
on
appreciate any super chats and
Yes.
memberships that do happen in this time.
Yes, we do, but we would prefer if you went to Fund My Comic and buy my book, buy my book, buy my book, and do that because you need to buy my book.
Don't
Now,
you
a little bit of
Vin
memory
do
lane.
dare
go
put
Vin's
that
fighting words.
sock.
Although I do like a good spaghetti.
Another bit of memory lane, shall we? Here we go.
Ooh. We're making fun of Max Chat.
Yes.
Okay, folks.
We had the reruns on our TV in the UK.
Folks, the
I never
question
saw an
is:
episode of this.
Can you name 3 characters from this popular American sitcom, Happy Days? 3 characters from this popular American sitcom called Happy Days. 3 characters. Thank you.
One of them turned into quite a good director, actually.
He did. And
And
Mork
his
and
da-
Mindy
and-
does
and
not
his-
count.
And his daughter is also a very good director.
She actually is.
He just turned 80, 70 or 80 the other day. can't remember which
She
one.
needs a good script though. If she's not working with a decent script, she's horrible. But she's competent and she's talented, but without a good script,
she
she's
did
nothing.
well with her. She did well with her.
Nope, Brian
Mandalorian
Martin at it
episode.
again.
All right. Let's see. I think socially distant gorilla, who was real competition for Tom Connors, got that one first. All right, here we go.
Boy, 1, 2,
one
and 3
more from
nailed it
Memory
again.
Lane.
Yes,
Yeah,
you did,
I
Ty Norton.
told you. It's just very hard to stop him.
Here we go.
And this
All right,
is the reason
folks.
why everybody hates Lars.
Be quiet. You're messing up the bonus question.
Oh, shit.
This is Napster, a file sharing service that was live during the early 90s. The mid 90s, really. The question is, what popular metal band became extremely unpopular when they sued Napster? Put the answers in the chat, please. Put the answers in the chat. Technically, somebody's actually answered it. 2 people, Brian Norton and Socially Distant Gorilla, and then Winslow Red Cross gets the points on that because they actually answered it first. So yes, it was of course Metallica.
I
Fun story.
didn't say the name of the band. I just said the name of the drummer.
It doesn't matter. Everybody knows that Lars
that
is
takes
a
some
band.
more information.
But I mean, there's how many Larses do people know?
Not that
Well,
many.
depends on where you live in the world.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Point is that
I'm
Metallica
guessing
became
if you live in Minnesota, there's a lot of Larsies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metallica became an extremely hated group because of their stance on Napster.
You ruined it, Crow. Controversial.
So that is that. Napster basically was let's see, the Napster tour was on the whole White Album, and thus I can't read all of it. Everybody read that. I can't read it.
The Napster tour, I was on it the whole tour, which was the tour where Fred found Stained in a side tour that tagged along with that tour called Battle of the Bands. Our band headlined 25 states. I don't know
I
what
love
I
this
just
guy.
read.
We need to hire this guy.
Is this guy
seriously? We need to hire a
is this
kid
guy
big,
a fellow roadie?
big G dude, bro. We need to hire that dude. He's awesome. And apparently he was a fellow roadie. Maybe.
Yeah. I rode in their bus.
Yep. We need to hire this guy.
Nice.
Chad Crypto, watch out, buddy.
Oh,
Let's get on.
A fellow man of the road.
Let's get on with a bit of
Roadman.
music. Finish up the music part of this quiz. Here we go. All right. Right now. Vamp, will you? Come on, no dead air.
I am waiting.
Well done. And here we go.
I'm waiting for the vamp.
all right. What's the name of the artist and title of the song? I froze again. You know, they wouldn't see me if I didn't move.
Dinosaurs.
Go back to them.
I love it. Oh, God. That takes me back. You know, I literally hate nightclubs now. I despise nightclubs now. I would never go inside of one. But
I've never been to one.
back in those days in the Czech Republic, oh my goodness.
It was huge.
That was a huge song. Huge.
It was one of those
I've never been clubbing.
dance floor bangers.
A room of a couple thousand people just losing it. It's great. In a good way.
Connect.
Mackie Clay thinks you need to be fired.
Me? For what?
Well, did you pick the music for this quiz?
Well, actually, the algorithm did.
All right, find the person who programmed the algorithm and fire them.
What is this? What is this? Hold on. I'm being attacked by E. Clay Thomas and Captain Bipto. Eurotrash. How dare you?
This
you young
is a my
punks.
mutiny.
You young punks. How dare you? How dare Chad Crypto? Make a note of those names. Make a note of those names, Chad Crypto. Write it down.
This is a my mutiny.
Let's see. Moving on.
All right, what's the name of this artist inside of the song? But what was the answer for the last one?
Oh, it was okay, good point. I was so upset by that vicious and unwarranted attack. I had to clear my mind. That was, of course, Mojo. Ladies, hear me tonight.
It sounds like a dumb song.
Quiet, you. It's wonderful.
No. I shan't be quiet. Although I kind of will, because my cave neighbor hates it when I'm loud.
Mark,
Cave
give
neighbor.
Kira, quiet down now. Chad Crypto, make sure Kira gets one demerit for her ingracious comment. Thank you.
I have been in in-school suspension before.
You're getting grounded. Just can't get you out of my head.
This is like the only song I know by her.
What, Ms. Minogue?
You know, she likes the ladies.
Yeah, David D's right. No one puts Kira in the corner. Except for the principal, because that's what he did.
Are there any corners in a cave?
Well, thankfully, I didn't go to school in a cave. And there are corners in the cave.
La by her.
Once again, Chad Crypto, make a note of what Brian Norton is saying. Keep track of that. Make a note. Just keep your eye on what's called.
I do like Chad Crypto has definitely been drinking. I like what he called it.
Which was
Collie McNog. Can't get you out of my head.
Collie McNog.
He's been in the gin. Make sure you write down everything. Make notes of this broadcast, Chad Crypto, engineer Chad Crypto. Make note of it.
Minaj.
We're having a lot of rebel rousing on this show tonight.
Rabble rousing.
Rabble.
Rousing.
Rabble.
You just sound like the
South
the
Park.
guy from
Rabble. You go, Mr. Grohl.
Lovely song. One of their best.
Oh, that's a good question, Rabnut. Is it still going?
What? Flashcast?
Flashcast?
Yeah, it's still going.
Oh, good God.
After
Jesus
an hour, 30 minutes
Christ.
after he said he wanted to end it early.
It's a shame what happened to their drummer.
What happened?
He passed away.
I didn't know he died. Oh, that's right. I did know he died.
Yeah.
I did know he died.
Yeah.
Didn't know he died. It's interesting. It's a good group. They're a good group. They make excellent music. Fantastic music. How dare you, Rabnad? There's a difference between dressing up as a woman for comedy purposes and trans. How dare you, filthy animal? Make a note of that, Engineer Chad Crypto. Thank you.
You've been drinking Engineer Crad Chipto. Jack.
Crad Chipto.
Crad Chipto. Oh, that's what he
Somebody else
started to
has been
say.
on the gin.
That's what he started to say. He said Chad Crypto.
Damn you, Crad
You know what I
Chipto.
mean.
There you go.
You know what I mean.
Yes, and we know what you mean, but we're not going to acknowledge that, and we're going to make fun of you.
We're not going to let you live it down because we heard it. Ha ha ha.
All right. Speaking of unhealthy crushes,
The name of the artist and title of the song?
I would say that's a pretty healthy crush. That's a fairly healthy crush, not an unhealthy one.
no,
An unhealthy one would be like
no. I had a ridiculous. Put it this way: she could turn around and fart into the microphone, and I'd pay for it. One of my biggest regrets is they came to the town that I was in, and I just put it off, and I didn't get tickets. I actually had a problem with my car, and I had to pay for it. And I couldn't get tickets. I desperately wanted to see them in concert. She is so amazing. Good Lord. I love that woman. Love her to death.
love. He loves her.
And nobody knows this song. I think it was a third big hit for them. It did chart. It didn't make it into the top 10. I don't think it made number 1.
I mean, Evanescence was right big. They were huge over here.
Oh God, she's great. Her voice is amazing.
They got big with all the kids, in their preteens that wanted to be super edgy.
Because
they were very gosh.
Night Witch as well.
Yeah,
Night Wish. Sorry, not Night Wish.
Night Wish.
That was, of course.
Flo's a lovely lady. I cannot say that.
That was, of course, Evanescence. Nobody's Fool. One of the many hits off of that album. Many hits. Hooba Stank the Reason. The fuck is going on with Brian Norton tonight? the hell is going on with that?
I
kid?
think Brian
Well,
Norton
he's in
is on the
Japan, so
gin.
he's been having some sake.
Sake.
Oh, he's on the sake, yeah.
Yeah, he's on the sake, man.
How many
really
bottles
Exactly
in
right,
are you,
Ned.
Brian?
Exactly.
How many bottles are you in on the sake, Brian?
Let us know. So here we go with
Answers
another
to the
musical
chat.
question.
How many of you had correct? Ha ha ha.
There you go.
It's like, how high are you? Yes.
Yes. What's the name of the artist and title of the song?
Just say what I think he did he? And Dr. Dre said, never seen a white person before. Jaws all on the floor like Pam, like Tommy just burst in the door and started.
I do like a bit of him.
I do not. This
I
was
like one
purely
song.
accidental. Purely accidental.
I like one song.
I don't like any of this shit. Fuck them. I despise. And 6, finally with the joke of the night.
White person before, Jaws
Hang
all
on,
on
I
the
gotta
floor
get
like
it.
Pam, like Tommy just burst
Where
in
is
the
it? I
door and
lost it.
started whooping her ass first than before they first were divorced.
Where's 6's joke? Ah, damn it. Where's 6's joke? Ah, shit. I lost 6's joke. It was good. There it is.
It's right above Chad Cryptos. There you go.
Eminem, white privilege. And I don't know why Tom is rage quitting. He actually got that one. He came in first on that. No, wait a minute.
They didn't.
No, he didn't. That's wrong. He didn't get it. That is, of course, Eminem. The fuck?
My name is.
My name is. Okay. That isn't. Wait a minute. Is that my name is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chicka.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, it is my name is. All right, I had to think about that for a second. All right,
Told
let's
you.
see.
Too much gin.
Joke of the night goes to 6. All right, here we go.
6
last
is
one.
on fire.
Last one. Last musical question of the night. Here we go.
All right. Name of the artist and title of the song.
I'm
That's
pretending
just
to
silly.
be Slash.
Why would you destroy something while you're standing on the floor?
That's how you're supposed to bring bells down.
Stick with that answer, Tom. Stick with that answer.
You stand on boards and then you cut the bell rope.
And so the bell
drop,
crashes
and
onto
then
the
you go,
floor you're on.
Only reason they got the contract, only reason anybody's ever heard of them is because they sounded like Pearl Jam at the time.
Mm.
They're
That's
basically a boy band of post grunge.
Their concert rider, it's because they are super Christian, was very interesting. I'll have to get it up.
Did they
What
all
they had
have
in their
custom
what's it called?
Bibles?
Huh?
Custom Bibles?
No, it was like very, very family friendly tour. Very, very, very.
So they weren't asking for the King James Bible cigarette papers.
No, Creed don't smoke. Creed don't drink.
Yeah, right.
And that's Creed.
Woodworking tools and some nice wood so they can carve crosses.
Creed was a big tour. I think they had one of the second biggest tour of 97. No. The 7th biggest tour of 97. They were big. Big on the road. Extremely big. Huge. Okay. I think that's it, folks. Let's run a quick promo while I get my head together and go on.
Buy my book. Buy my book. Buy my book. Sorry, It had to be done. Why? All he said was, buy my book! Buy my book! Buy my book! I'll be quiet.
Kill.
Hey, Rosedale here. Support our 60-page comic book along with the 30-minute sitcom starring me, Rosedale, and the rest of the Burger Bunch. So go on over to Mr. Burger's Indiegogo campaign and sign up right now on our pre-launch special. Hey, thanks a lot. We appreciate the support.
Actually, we have one other thing to do before Crow complains about the socks.
Breaking news.
You had an interesting story about this particular subject.
It's been all over the internet. Willy's chocolate experience, the absolute shambles that happened in Glasgow in this past week. People were promising extravaganza of a wonderful world of chocolate and candy and awesomeness, and they turn up to an almost empty warehouse, and each child was rewarded with 1 jelly bean and a 1/4 cup of lemonade. An utter shambles. And if you look at all of the stuff that was up for it, all the pictures were AI generated. The scripting was AI generated with zero prompting. So if anyone says people using AI are going to take over our jobs, no, they're not. Only people that use AI with a moniker, tiny little part of any if they're talented in the least little bit, then they might take over. But these plums were zero talent. They wrote the whole thing this way. I'm just going to put a little prompt in. They wrote the whole thing in AI. They put up AI pictures and went, this is going to be an extravaganza. And guess what? We're going to charge you 40 quid for the pleasure. So people turned up. They realized that it was just an absolute con. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. They didn't know their arse from their elbow. And people phoned the police. They phoned the police on a shitty event.
They did.
So the police had to turn up. I go, all right, people, calm down. There's fuck all we can do about this. Speak to the organizers and you might get your money back. So this place, the Illuminati events or whatever the hell they're called, they want to put a night on for the adults to say sorry. And after this absolute shambles, and their shenaniganizing thinking, they think they can get the adults into this empty warehouse filled with Willy's chocolate experience. Breaking news.
That'll about do it for tonight. Let's go back to Mr. Burger with the weather.
Speaking of shambles, that was the worst, best thing we've ever done.
It's just we need to call it 2 minutes of Crow ranting about something stupid that happened.
Ranting about how shit events people do. You're like, oh Jesus. I'm just angry because these people get all the money to put their events on and they have zero fucking talent, but the people who actually do have talent and want to put on proper events, they get fucking nothing.
You know what'll make you feel better, Crow?
Buy my book! Buy my book! Buy my book!
You better stop that. You take this down right now. You take it down right now. Right now.
Buy my book! Buy my book! I'll be quiet.
I think I need to go and realign better? My chakras. And
Folks,
center my chi. Thank you, Brian Norton. I murdered it. You hear that? Huh? Murdered.
Okay. I don't think he means it as a compliment.
There's been a murder.
And you can't trust anything he says right now. He's been drinking.
Love it.
Of course, folks, we have come to the end of the old dusty trail. This has been a pleasure, and it's still amazing that Flashcast is still going.
It's still going.
I blame Lofty.
I think
as I
everyone
do
else
for
blames
everything.
Lofty too.
But yeah, we've really enjoyed it. We appreciate it, and don't forget to click the link in the chat to go and buy my book, the Mr. Burger the Comic Book. Please go and check it out. 6, we appreciate the super chats, but go on over and sign up with the campaign and donate a little bit of money to them, to the campaign. That's how we actually get paid around here. We really appreciate it. Please, please, please support our book, support John Malin's Graveyard Shift, and support anything that Irene does.
That's true, Captain Bipto, we don't.
Other than that,
Captain
Kira,
Bipto, we're trying.
Kira, hold on. Let me. We do this night. Right after this, Kira will tell you something.
Watch every Friday night between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. Watch every Friday night between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Mr. Burger YouTube channel.
Kira, tell them about what we do on Friday night.
All right, so pretty much every Friday night between 10 and 11, you guys can come join me and the disembodied voice of Mr. Burger as we watch something I've never seen. The list is very long, so we have quite a while that we're going to be doing this. But yeah.
Extremely long time, because she's basically seen nothing. Which I remind her of ruthlessly every chance I get. Crow is producing a fantastic kids cooking show called
Kids Kitchen.
All right.
I'm doing a lot of the behind the skin is stuff. So please, once it comes out, please go and watch it. If you have family and children, please go watch that, because it's teaching children how to make fun and nutritious food from start
without
to
knives and necessarily heated ovens.
We've got special knives that are made for children.
Right.
Like the children, like proper kitchen utensils for them.
Are those little wooden ones?
No, plastic.
No, the plastic. What's it called? I'll remember the next time.
Yep.
We're getting talking points together.
I was about to say Maserati, but
yeah, the Maserati.
It's the Maserati kitchen too.
Ah, yes, Maserati, famous for their kitchen utensils.
Folks, if you're here,
it's all the kid safe, kid friendly recipes. If there's anything to do with the grill, Rob will come in and help the boys with that. And
if you hear, folks,
be very family friendly.
If you're here, going back over the Flashcast, it's still going.
Tell them to go to bed.
And we'll see you here next time. In parting, we like to say, from the Church of John Malin's Eyebrows, which is not a cult. I'm tired of people accusing people of me of that. It's not a cult. It's a perfectly legitimate religion. From the Church of John Malin's Eyebrows, we'd like to say a love, a peace, and chicken grease. Not a cult. We're not a cult. Out.
Not a cult.
Everybody knows what time it is.